Hey guys, this is Ricky from PM Auto Works, and this is my STi build video. Recently, I went to the track and I ended up overheating the car.
The car is running too hot.
And by the time I found out it was overheating, it was already too late and ended up blowing the engine.
There she is knocking.
So I had to bring the car back and pretty much do a full rebuild on the engine. But since I was going to tear the engine down and break it apart, I ended up doing a bunch of upgrades to the engine, such as like turbo upgrade, fuel system, and exhaust system. So the car is actually a lot faster now. It's in better shape and a lot of fun to drive. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the video. Remember, before you remove cylinder heads, it's always a good idea to do a leak down test, because that'll let you know if you need a valve job or not. If you do need a valve job, you'll see quite a bit of leakage and you will actually feel it. Anyways. Cool, just like that. I have the engine all broken down and taken apart, and I have the cylinder heads all prepped and ready for the machine shop. So with that being said, let's wait for the cylinder heads to come back and we'll slap everything back together. All right guys, just got my heads back from the machine shop, got them fully rebuilt, and these things are looking pretty sweet. Check it out. So I just took off the oil pan from the engine, and man, this thing is looking nasty. There's a whole bunch of metal shavings in the oil pan. Right here you can see the oil's all gunky and mixed in with like metallic material. And then if I bring you to the pickup tube, you can actually see all the metal shavings, actually bearing material that got caught in the strainer. Look at this. Damn, that is all bad. All right, this thing is looking fresh. All right, let's get the block on the engine stand and start assembling. Bam, just like that. Just made some secondary air pump block off plates. Alright guys, so quick little pro tip. when you're doing the valve adjustments on the Subarus with the bucket style shims, it's always a good idea to have a micrometer on hand so you can actually measure out the thickness of this bucket, because this is supposed to be a 503 bucket, but when I throw it on the micrometer and measure it out, it is actually a 499 bucket. So if you were to use 503 in your calculations, you would probably get the wrong clearances for your valve. So always measure the buckets when you're doing valve adjustments. So here's my manifold after a drunk night of painting. We still got to put on another layer of paint, but after that we should be good to clear it. And this Cusco blue is looking fucking sick. Like I said, at first I thought I was going to regret it, but now that we see it on the manifold, I have no regrets. Alright guys, so I just spent all day working on the intake manifold and this thing came out looking pretty sweet. Check it out. So I got the manifold painted blue, as you guys saw, paired with the IAG TGV deletes and some ID injector 1000 cc's. If I didn't say that right, some ID 1000 cc injectors. So this manifold is looking pretty sweet. All I gotta do now is install my turbo inlet and a couple things on top here. And let's go check out my turbo inlet actually, because I just painted it wrinkle black and that is also looking pretty sweet. Got Eric there repairing the race deck that he fucked up. Scrubbing. So here it is, turbo inlet, painted wrinkle black. And it's not fully dry yet, so down here it's still a little bit wet as you can see, but once it dries up it should turn into like a wrinkle finish here, as you guys see up top. And I also painted this boost controller bracket thingy black as well. So yeah, that should be it for the day. Tomorrow I'm gonna slap everything together, so stay tuned. This is the guy I work with, guys. This is what I deal with every day. Anyways, guess what I got in the mail today? So, my Blouch 18G turbo just came in the mail, as well as my IAG equal length headers. So let's go ahead and install it. Okay guys, so I got the header all wrapped up, and I even painted on some silicone spray just to protect it from absorbing oil, as well as just protecting it from falling apart as well. So it's looking pretty good. You guys let me know how it's looking, and check it out. It didn't come out looking too bad. At first I tried wrapping each runner individually, but after a while I just gave up and started wrapping them both together because, man, this thing was a pain in the ass to wrap. But the up-pipe is looking super nice. I used a different header wrap on this one. It's a little bit higher quality, as you can kind of tell. And then painted black with the silicone, it is looking hella good. And when I touch it, it kind of feels like paint, but yeah, it's supposed to protect the header, so let's go ahead and run it and see how it does. Okay guys, so knowing how these ZJ25s knock all the time, if you're looking for a good upgrade to your oiling system, I highly recommend getting these JDM 12mm oil pumps. The rotor is 12 millimeters wide, so it flows a lot better than the 10 and 11 mils that come here in the US. It's a cheap upgrade, an easy one, and if you're not sure how to tell the difference between the 10, 11, and the 12 mil, you can tell by looking at the number right here. This one says 12, and the number inside here, and that one says 12 as well. So yeah, cheap, easy upgrade, highly recommend it. Hey, I got my man Scuba here helping me out with my car, so that way I can do more recording and less working.
Yeah, right.
And as you guys can see, I actually pulled my oil pan back off because I wanted to install this IAG oil baffle here to help control some of the oil. Check it out, man. This thing's looking pretty sweet. Has these flaps here, so when the oil tries to go back towards the block or the heads, the flap will stop it from leaving the pan, try to help stop it. And then when the oil is coming back into the pan, the flaps open up. So pretty cool design. Hoping this will help with my oiling issues. This guy stay mad at me all the time, yo. Every day. Be itching, dog. Okay guys, so I'm having a little bit of fitment issues with the Blouch turbo. So if we look right here, the water line is actually contacting the block a little bit, the hard pipe. So it's not allowing me to bolt the turbo down all the way. I'm pretty sure I could bolt it down and just leave the hard line contacting the block like that, but I don't know. I'm a little bit worried if I do leave it like that, maybe the engine vibration or something will eventually mess up the braze right here and blow off a water line or something. So definitely don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe and bust out the carbide bit and start chewing away. So let's go ahead and get to it. For sure. So, bam, just like that, the water pipe now clears the block. It's hella hard to see, but if I lift up the turbo, you can see where I shaved it down. I just needed to shave it just a little bit to clear, and we looking all good now. So let's continue moving forward. So it's a brand new day and I am struggling with this engine build here. So I'm having fitment issues for days. So let me show you guys what's going on. So one, I had a hard time getting this turbo to fit already, so I had to shave the block a little bit. And then I'm trying to run this APR hard turbo inlet, but it wasn't clearing my PCV lines, so I had to come up with these custom PCV lines or whatever. But now that I have the PCV lines, I'm having trouble fitting everything under the throttle body because the throttle body sits right here. And I had to customize my water pipe because the hose was hitting my my turbo oil line here. So I don't know. Whole bunch of fitment issues. I spent like 5 hours yesterday trying to figure everything out, but I think I got everything down today. So hopefully I get it all figured out because we got track in about 2 weeks and I need to hurry up and drop my motor in and still have to tune my car after I drop it in. So yeah, hoping for the best, and let's get to it.
Looking good, guys. Basic nipple. We can grind that down if you want.
I'm fine with the nipple.
that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Alright you guys, so the engine is finally running, yo, so check it out. Sorry I didn't record the first startup for you guys, but I was just too excited. But pretty much it looks like everything checks out. Just got to do a test drive and double check for leaks and we should be good to go. So to get this thing started, I did upload the Cobb Stage 3 map and it actually started right up, no problem. But it looks like I actually have to do some fine tuning just to make sure it runs perfectly. And then I'm gonna break it in for about 500, 1,000 miles and then send it to my tuner and then get a dyno tune. Alright y'all, so I'm here at GST Motorsports getting my car tuned and I am super excited because my car is on the dyno as we speak. Check it out. So here's the man's Mike Warfield from GST tuning my car. And we are looking good right now. Fuck yes. What's up, Beanie? Why does one of your ears flip all funny? Let me see. This is why you should never bring your dog to the shop, man. Look, a freaking drop of oil fell on the top of his head. Hey, Beanie, how much horsepower do you think we're gonna make? What, 320? Alright, so we were having some issues on the dyno. Mike said my car was doing some weird ass shit. So went to take a look to see what was going on and I found my map sensor looking like this. So I really hope that was the issue. We'll see right now. Alright y'all, so my car is all done tuning. And this thing put down, let's see here. Look at my paper, trying to drive around the parking lot at the same time. Oh fuck, no U-turn. Anyways, this bitch put down 326 horsepower and 317 torque. Check it out. Yep, not bad honestly for 18G turbo and a stock motor. I'm pretty fucking happy with this. So let's go ahead and head on back to the shop, get ready for the track this weekend, and I will see you guys there.